Alright, welcome back to Bison Creek Ranch. Today I'm working on my 2022 Mahindra 6065. When I bought the tractor, it had a Bluetooth radio built in already. But after getting it home and kind of messing with it a little bit, I noticed that they only wired it up to where it doesn't have a constant hot, so it loses its memory every time you mess with it. So what I figured I'd do is I'll show y'all how I wired up mine to get the constant hot. That way your Bluetooth and your radio stations, anything like that that's connected to it, will stay connected to it. Because if you don't do this, then you lose your Bluetooth connection because it loses its memory. So I'll show you kind of what I had to do. Some of the tools that I used. I've got some of these trim removers, things like this. You know, kind of got to get underneath all these pieces here. You got to pull this panel out. But I fished my wire down through here, but I'll show y'all kind of what I did. I had to take all these out. And try not to break them. That's a big thing. This one right here, this one was kind of a little bit of a booger to get out. Kind of helps if you can push down on that plastic. You can kind of get up under it. This one's just to raise it up a little bit, and then I take my metal one. I can kind of push down underneath it here. I can get those out. Same thing on the back. There's 3 of them on the back as well. Alright, so once I got those all out, this panel, it just kind of pulls off. And once you get it kind of out of the way, which, like I said, it's kind of tight in here, but pull it down and kind of slide it around a little bit. And once you get that, you can kind of lay that down. Now, there is another connection back here. I'm guessing this is for lights or something. I've only got the 3 switches for my lights. So, as you can see, my 3 are all connected. I'm like I said, I'm not real sure 100%, but I'm guessing this goes to another set of lights somewhere. Pretty sure. Got a light on. So, I got that kind of out of my way. Back here is where I took mine from. Got the old cigarette lighter. Nobody really uses them, but that is constant hot. That's wired straight to your battery. So what you got to do is you pull these little pegs off. All right, and you pull these little plastic covers off, and all these are is just covering up the screw heads. If I can get up under it. So you pop those off. There's 4 of them. Alright, got all 4 of them off. Now, unscrew these. Alright, so once you got those out, this just pulls out. There's some wires with it and stuff like that. Now, you can see I just disconnected this one right here. There's a red wire with the red and yellow on it. That was the wire that I used. You can see there, I just spliced in, I put my new splice on it, and then wired it in. I ran this wire, but you can see it coming up through here. It runs all the way. It's pretty easy to get through here. It's only from here to here. I ran it up and then come up here. Then I have to take out take this out and this slides right out. It's pretty simple. You pull all that out. This is your connection. Now this yellow wire was actually hooked in. This is your memory wire. So this has got to be your 24 or your 12 volt constant hot. It was connected just with the rest of these. This is ignition hot. That's your ground. Of course, the rest of these are all speaker. What I did, I just cut it loose. I wired it into that one, ran it down to my constant hot, and when I put it all back together, I'll slide everything back in there. So when I turn on my ignition, you'll notice my radio comes on. And it's on Bluetooth. I can go over, I can pair my phone, I can switch over to radio, and normally it would have been on 8.75 or 9 or whatever, and it's just static. This is a actual radio station, so I can go in and I can, let's say, set that channel right there, make that my number 2, so it's there. So now if I turn that off, power goes off. Turn it back on, it'll go back to the radio, and it's still on 89.9. That was the channel we last had it on. So that right there fixes your problem, keeps everything connected, so that you don't have to worry. You can set a clock in it, you always know what time it is. I know we all got smartphones and all that stuff, but yeah, it just gives you a clock up there. So maybe this will help you, maybe it won't, I don't know. But y'all have a good one. Bye.